this going. All right. Who would like to provide a recap of last session?
So we all met back at the night market, and we decided the person trying to kill us all in 3 days is probably a good person to go after right now. So we're like, you know what's the best way to find him? Go into severe debt, because that's just how this campaign works. So we scried them, and then we found our buddy Minkus playing jerky. And now we're here getting attacked.
All right. And for anybody who didn't hear, Tavro is going to be a little bit on autopilot tonight. So, with that...
Bless.
Okay, I apparently cannot do Vexera from a Spotify thing, so give me 1 second.
Sad. Oh, you had to get Vexera Premium for that.
Ooh.
It's not that bad.
Just charge it to Yas. He doesn't notice if you only pay $4 a month for a year.
$4 a week.
It was a week?
It's $4 a week? Oh,
no,
for Piccolo.
For Piccolo?
Piccolo. I think I pushed the month one. Because I think you can choose which subscription plan you want to do, and I think I put the month one.
That's insane.
Well, yeah, it's outrageously expensive for no reason.
It's because they know that people download it when they're already drunk and are not going to remember to
How much is the
cancel.
monthly one?
$8.
Okay, so $8 a month. Yeah, just charge it to Yas. You won't notice until it's been like a year and a half.
It's only $8 a month?
Yeah.
No, that's not terrible.
Why are you seducing a chair?
Because he's playing a horny bard, obviously.
Change the focus.
I'm sorry.
All right. So, you are all fighting Myria.
I'm so sorry. One question. I just switched into a different set of headphones. Can you guys hear me all right?
This is so much better, Justin.
Yeah, you're a little soft for us.
Can you not turn them up?
I have them up all the way.
Let's change it.
Just keep talking. We'll tell you if it's a problem.
Yeah, I tried to change the input volume and seeing if that
that is perfect, Justin.
That is better. Yeah.
All right. Well, as the direwolf collapses on Gideon's blade, falling down onto him, Aldrich, you are the next to respond. What would you like to do?
And see what's her name? Assassin girl right there, right?
Myria, yeah.
Myria's right here. It's her.
Yeah. So you saw her jump out of that room to the side and shoot a lightning bolt at you. So it coursed through you, Tavro, and Fawks, and you were all racked with lightning from her.
Okay.
You're really spinning your character a lot.
And on my trackpad, I was trying to zoom in and out, but the trackpad kind of twists the character when I do that. No.
I can't see him. He's in the dark.
The dark.
My point of view, you're in the dark.
Yeah. So Justin, just normal scroll will be in and out. If you try to zoom and hold control like you normally would, that is how you get the spinning of your character.
Okay, perfect. Back normal. Thank you so much.
Okay. So, what would you like to do?
He took a hit, so he's probably going to try to retaliate. So I'm going to cast Infestation on Myria.
The Bug Man.
He is Bug Man.
Have we asked him why he's a Bug Man?
This guy may not be able to target her. I'm trying to. Remind me how to target people.
You hover over them and press T.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. It's been a while.
I was going to give you a real answer, but I'm going with his.
One thing to note, Infestation is a range of 30 feet, and she is 50 feet away.
You are correct. Thank you so much.
Also, Lizzie, can you turn down your mic sensitivity just the smallest amount? Because every time I say something, it echoes on your microphone.
How dare...
Sir, that is my toe.
Here we go. Oh, now he's going for my toes.
Yep.
Where is sensitivity? Help. Voice and
It's
video.
under voice and video, and then input sensitivity.
You have it on automatically determined. Turn that off. Then, okay, let's see how that works.
Let's check. Oh, yes, no longer... well, it's still echoing a little bit, but it's much better.
So turn that slider to the right just a little. No, other way. Not that far. Let's see about there.
All right, let's try that. That is perfect.
I'm sorry, so sorry.
All right, yeah. So
yeah, that bar that keeps coming up, that's what goes through.
I'm sorry, Aldrich, but as you jump, like you run forward to get into range, and then you send out your swarm of crawl flies at her. But as they start biting and stinging her, you see as she just like kind of swats them away, and it looks like she isn't affected by the poison at all.
Okay.
You do not protect.
Suppose that would be Aldrich's.
You keep saying beefy that. He's not going to do it.
It's how I communicate. It's the only
bonus action to set up a... Oh, no, I can't.
He is not a car.
This man says, don't distract them. Meanwhile...
Are we on the ruling for the, or...
Buddy!
Guys, I can't hear Justin at all.
I'm sorry, Zach, can you just remind me the ruling on the casting of multiple spells? If it's a level spell, you can't cast more than one, right? But I can cast a cantrip.
One leveled spell, one cantrip.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to use my bonus action to set up the ensnaring strike.
All right. Yeah.
For my next attack, I would have ensnaring strike on.
Yeah, so with, like, the crawl already surrounding her, you get ready for them to, like, send out bursts of webs if you're able to hit her with an attack.
That's my...
No!
Alright. Tavro is going to go, and he looks at Myria, and he's just going to take the spear that he threw last turn and immediately, like, reappeared in his hand, and he's just going to start chucking it at her. That is...
He is the big cow.
So he misses with the first one, but you see, like, as it streaks towards her, you see little, like, bursts of electricity come off of it. And they, like, it bursts into a bunch of electricity as it, like, hits the ground behind Myria, and then shoots back into his hand where it reforms, and then he throws it again. This time actually connecting. Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong.
21 D6 thunder damage.
That is wrong.
Dead. We did it, guys.
supposed to be 1 d6 thunder, not 21 d6 thunder. So we are going to take the first of that d6, which is a 1, and we're going to return the 66 other damage it did.
Where's Brian? Why is he not on here?
Kill.
I don't know. He said he wasn't available.
No, I mean on the general game chat. I'm trying to I only see like us, like Justin's not even in there, like just the people from previous.
Like in the game or in Discord?
In the Discord general chat for Ravnica.
Yeah.
I can't add.
His name is 13 Entley in Discord.
Oh, now it came up.
Okay, so this is the technical difficulties episode, everybody. Alright, so that was supposed to be okay. That was supposed to be 7 damage, not 73 damage.
Yes.
But it does like strike true, and you see as this spear like lands in her shoulder, and she clutches it for a second before once again he rips it back with like these little bolts of electricity coursing through it, and then he just lets out this roaring moo as he like lines up another shot. Fawks, what would you like to do?
Why do I get a ominous ding every time it turns to Fawks' turn?
Yeah. I did it for someone else. I don't know who.
How's
I think it means you're.
Oh. I'm fine. Full.
Clara's dandy.
Did Tavro pull back his spear?
Yes, it's in his hand right now.
Okay. 5 and has the dark dissipated?
There is no dark. You currently have daylight.
Dire wolf.
Oh, yes. It is it like melted into shadows and went away. So it's just not even there at all anymore.
Okay, new character idea.
All right, so first I'm going to
Could be the tabaxi. The cat taxi.
I made a Will the Cat character. I was a bard, and my whole theme was like teamwork.
How many attacks do you make?
3 at least.
Buddy.
Like,
He's trying to decide what he's doing.
So I am right here.
He's in the shadow.
Buddy.
Dexty.
So
if you're gonna talk about Dexter, can you do it just a little bit further away from the mic? I can't hear anybody else when you guys are talking.
as a bonus action. So that triggers my ability to give Brian another attack with his spear.
Yes. Is Voice of Authority only a melee attack, or can it be any attack?
It's just attack. Let me trigger it again. It's a weapon attack.
Weapon attack. Okay, so that's why Clara can never do it, because it's weapon and she does spells. That's
Hey,
what I was curious
Clara
of.
could stab him with her dagger
she could.
if the opportunity presented itself.
Yeah, so as you bless him, you see as he, like, already with the spear ready, just nods at you and then throws it right at Myria. And you see as it kind of like bursts into her, and she takes another 8 damage as like her body is kind of just like racked with the pain and the electricity as this thing hits, and then it's once again recalled back into his hand.
All right, that was my best action. Now it's action fire.
Pew!
And so now you see as like her body is just being racked with electricity and spears and fire, and she's like getting riddled with this, and her like mocking smile that she had on before has quickly gone away into just like this heavy scowl as she's wiping blood away from her face.
I'm just gonna tell Tavra, make sure she can't as I go further up. And that'll be it.
All right. Kai, what would you like to do?
I was ready to the second it came my turn, just click space bar and go, but it collides with walls.
Then we gotta do the little control thing and then zoom.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go here because I know I have the movement for it.
Yeah,
And Myria's getting some holes. Less. Damn it. Okay, that didn't work.
No holes.
Hole.
that'll hit.
It was all.
And this bitch getting flurry of blows. What? Hold on, I had to actually use it so I can consume my key. Consume resource. There we go.
Consume.
What are you consuming?
Key.
This is natural monk. Or
And one more for good measure.
It was the blast. You know it.
So, yeah. She gets
Yeah.
hit.
So you just sprint up to her through her illusion, and you just stab her right in the abdomen, and then like you kind of leave the dagger in there as you just punch her twice, and then pull out the dagger, getting ready for another attack. As she is just like, she's clearly not ready for this. As you just start pummeling into her, and she is just like gushing blood and coughing it up. Clara, what would you like to do?
well, Clara is in this hallway, but she can still see through the door. She sees where this bitch is now, and is gonna assist by doing what she does best, which is setting fires. Yeet.
You get the fiery die.
I set the fiery
And-
day.
You see as this burst of flames just shoots forward into her face, and you see this look of horror on her as the mirror image of her fades, and she collapses, smoldering on the table.
Woo!
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Well, if I guess she was that low, then no.
As she collapses,
No.
you see the like smoldering, like her face is still bubbling, but Kai,
Uh-oh.
right on top of her, you see, even as this is all happening, the earlier wounds that she has suffered are already starting to heal themselves up. And you see as she coughs herself awake, looks around, and then goes, fuck. And she is going to do what you saw her do the day previous, as her body kind of fades into shadows. And Clara, you see
And I
that
hit her as she goes by.
she doesn't actually move that way. Like she
Okay.
quite literally like fades into the shadows and then bursts out on the other side of you, Clara. She throws open the door and then runs down the stairs.
As I see her stairs, I'm just gonna call out, "Guys, she went this way!"
And that will bring us to Gideon. What would you like to do as you see Myria drop and then quite literally like suck the blood back into her body as she just teleports away and then sprints down the stairs? Which I don't actually think any of you have been in the downstairs of the safe house yet.
Nope.
No. First, I would like to cringe at the sight of witnessing Myria suck her own blood back into her like a sponge. And then secondly, when I have to do this. Once Clara yells that she went down the stairs, I just kind of run after her. And I'm using my whole 30 feet of distance to move that way. But I just run in that direction.
All right.
This is exactly the gif I was picturing.
What you said was that's what popped in my head.
Yeah, so you start like sprinting after Myria, hearing Clara shout, and you're able to just run up. And are you readying an action? Do you want to dash or anything?
Yeah, I guess I'd like to dash, and then if Myria comes within,
Well, you can't dash and ready back.
Oh yeah.
You can either dash to try to catch up with her, or you could ready if she comes back.
Can rogues not dash as a bonus action?
Oh yeah, you can do it as a bonus action. So you can dash and ready.
Okay, so I would like to dash to try and catch up with her, and then if I get within 5 feet of her, I would like to ready an attack. Magic blade.
The blade.
How far can I dash?
Your movement.
Your movement again.
Okay.
So, what's your movement?
30.
So it's 20 feet to the staircase. It is about 15 feet down the staircase. So with your dash, you can just get to the bottom of the stairs. So let me move you.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm at the end of my line of vision.
Excuse the teleport. As you you like sprint down the stairs as quickly as you can, and as you go down the stairs, you are met with the darkness as the daylight spell doesn't make its way like through the corners and down the stairwell. So you're leaving the light behind as you go down the stairs.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have sent someone who doesn't have vision down.
True.
And that will bring us to Aldrich.
Looking at the scene, Aldrich takes off his glasses. He kind of like wipes, looks at like Fawks, Kai, and Tavro. Kind of wipes his eyes and then looks at the scene where Myria was before. He gives a concerned look. Then looks toward like the direction where they were heading and sprint in that direction as well. 30. And then just gonna go downstairs. Oh.
So
Yeah.
how much
Clara would
movement
like
does
to
he have?
take her reaction to stab him as she passes.
Acceptable.
Actually?
No.
Okay. Aldrich, how much movement do you have left?
So
Like, when you enter the stairs, how much movement do you have left?
wait. I were that was what 30, 25. That was technically I should be one step backwards. Then if I dash 50. For the dash, I would if I dash from the point where I'm at right now, I would have 50.
So you have 50 left. Alright, that is definitely enough to get down the stairs. So you now have 15 and 5 to move to the stairwell. So you have 30 feet of movement left as you find yourselves at the bottom of the stairs, and you, able to see down here, are able to see like Gideon kind of stumbling down the stairs against the wall. And you see a door at the bottom has been opened, and there's a faint trail of blood leading through it.
Aldrich will walk. It's Gideon. Like Gideon, did you see where she went? As I started looking at the glance at the blood.
I'm sorry.
It's not.
What?
That's fine. No worries. Just asking, like Gideon, did you see where she went?
No, it's very dark. I can't see in here.
So Aldrich looks down at the blood and walks past Gideon into the room.
And as you do, you see Myria, like, you're able to see Myria waiting there with her shadow blade up and, like, ready to stab anybody who comes after her. But you're able to see, which means you haven't moved past her to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Aldrich ends his turn right there.
You can tell she was kind of banking on you guys not being able to see her as you ran down. Alright. And that'll bring us to Tavro, who just goes, "Moo!" And he is a big cow. He sprints.
Can he even fit?
He is just barely able to fit down this, like, you see as he's kind of like squeezing through this hallway towards the end, and he's standing in front of the doors that lead down the stairs, which is like a really thin spiral staircase, and he just looks down at them and angrily goes, "Moo!" And that's where he's gonna have to end his turn, and unfortunately, he was not able to deal any damage, take a hostile action, or have damage done to him. So his rage is going to end.
Well, now he can fit down the stairs.
He can now fit down the stairs.
I forgot he was raging. Just
That is what makes him a big cow. Right now he's just a normal cow.
Normally giant.
He's just normally giant.
Is this door open?
It was until you just shut it. Yes, it's an open door.
I cannot see past the top row.
Well, that's pretty much the end. You see this, like, there's a staircase and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know why you can't see past the Tavro. Remind me how daylight works. Is that where it started, or does it focus on Tavro?
It's on top. Let me pull up the, because you cast it on some. You cast it on a target.
In that case,
So, like,
the
I could
daylight now
cast it
looks
on a
like
cave.
this.
good.
So now you can probably see a bit more.
So action is going to be dash. So 5, 10, 15. How much to get?
It's 15 more feet to the bottom of the stairs.
I'll go to the bottom of the stairs then with the rest of my movement.
Alright, you end up, like, right next to Gideon at the bottom of the stairs, but let me just check how daylight works to see how it's gonna interact with these stairs real fast. Daylight. Yeah, so it doesn't specify that it goes through corners, and this is like a winding down staircase. Like, it spirals twice. So you're able to just, like, get the dimmest light coming from above, but you're not really able to see much now that you're down here. But, like, you can kind of, like, feel yourself rub up against Gideon. Like, you can feel Gideon's armor as you press against him running down the stairs.
Hello, friend.
Then I'm just going to stop there. Yeah.
Alright. And that brings us to Mr. Guillaume.
Alright. There. Get. No. There we go. That. So that's my movement, and then I'm going to step of the wind to dash as a bonus action. And stairs.
Alright. So it's an additional 15. Well, we're actually going to call this 10 because now you're running into the group at the bottom of the stairs. So you're down to, like, the last 5 feet of stairs as you run into, like, it's basically like a pile up as everybody's trying to fit down this really tight spiral staircase. And you see, like, in front of you, Fawks and Gideon, like, pressed up, heading towards this door. And just through the door, you see the, like, outlined frame of Aldrich.
Okay. So to get through everyone would 20, right?
It's difficult terrain for each one of them. So it would be 30 feet of movement to get through all 4.
Damn it. Barely do not that. Oh, and my game just refreshed. That's fun.
Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I guess we'll ready my to she tries to run.
Sorry, I couldn't really hear you there. It was cutting out towards the end.
Ready action to stab. She runs past me.
Alright. One thing to note is if you really want to get up there, you step of the wind, but you can still take the dash action again as your normal action if you want.
Yeah, the point would be to get there and attack.
That's fair. So, yeah, if you see her come into range, you will ready your attack action.
Yes.
And Clara, you're kind of the last one to respond, as you were pretty confident you had killed Myria, or at least downed her, and then she just teleported past you and ran down the stairs, so you were kind of caught off guard by that. What would you like to do as you see the whole party kind of, like, run after her?
Totally not cool, man. and gonna go with all of her friends. That's what she does. So 15 is here, and then how far down you get until she runs into everyone?
So it's 5 more to get to the top of the stairs, and then another 5 feet to get a little bit down because it's starting to get clogged in there.
Okay, well, she would like to get as far down as she can, which I believe then are at 25 feet of movement. So we zoom in.
So you see as you are like pushing down, and you're smaller, so you might be able to kind of squeeze through your friends, but like you see as they're just like piling into this really tight staircase.
So because of how stairs work, can I actually see Myria?
You should not be able to see Myria from where you are.
Okay, then.
Because it is spiraling, but I don't really have a way to emulate that in the system.
What? There's nowhere to put the cannon. Well, what can she do? There's a door right here, is that right? Like this other door is closed?
There is a second door, yes.
Can I use Mage Hand to open the second door?
Yes, you are able to open the second door with your Mage Hand, so you kind of summon it. Like, you kind of shoot out from your glove like this little mechanical apparatus that grabs the handle on the door and pushes it open. It's a little bit hard for it, as this is like a kind of heavy door, but you're able to push it open. At which point, now you can just barely make out like the top of Myria's head. It's at a weird angle, but you can like faintly see it.
Okay, well that was the action. So
yeah, Kai, you are more clearly able to see it, being like another 90 degrees down the staircase. You have a more direct line of sight.
Mage Hand is an action, right? Yeah, action.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've used my action and I've used my movement, so that'll be the end.
And you see...
Oh, I gave her a clear line of sight too, I'm sorry.
You see as Myria, like, the wounds are still kind of closing up on her body as she's looking at you all, and she turns back at you with like a kind of crazed smile with the blood dripping down her face. And she goes, "Oh, you're not the brightest, are you?" And we're gonna
pile into one staircase.
Mm-hmm. And she has area of effect spells.
We got all really pumped together, so now she can just kill us all and like.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Can't see anything.
Oh no!
Oh, wait.
Including herself?
Yeah, including herself, actually. She can't avoid it. She's not an evocation wizard. I'm gonna need some dex saves. As a burst of flames in the center of the stairwell just kind of erupts.
People! Come on!
Oh, it's empty. Sorry.
Zach, should I be able to see?
No.
No. Why is this not rolling? Oh, it's still waiting on.
Why?
There's no light.
Yeah, there's the damage.
There are people with light.
Tavro has the light.
Tavro has the light. He's the only one not down the stairs.
Yeah. Because I got the dark visions.
So, as she sends off this burst of fire, she just, and like you see as she is hit full frontal with the blast as well, but kind of prepared for it, she's able to somewhat dodge out of the way, and then she just looks at you all, gives a little wave,
11.
and she is going to sprint further down into the dungeon.
I can't see, so maybe I
delay your turn until after.
Oh, I didn't know that was.
Oh, she's moving.
Why won't she just go? Foundry's being real finicky today. But yeah, so she leaves this fireball, and you can feel as the like stone stairwell that you're in starts to crumble under the weight of the spell and all of you. So it's holding for a moment, but you can feel as the stones are kind of getting dislodged in this blast. Gideon, what would you like to do as you see Aldrich fall before you? The rest of your friends are engulfed in these awful flames, and the stairwell around you is beginning to collapse.
Well, how much of the engulfing in flames would I be able to witness, considering I can't see?
You're in it.
Yeah,
You're in a fire.
Yeah, so you see like a burst of light, and then you see just a flash of flames covering your eyes and like basically blinding you for a second, and then you are thrust back into the darkness with like the image of flames burned into your retinas.
So I'm not on fire.
You are not on fire. I will get rid of that template.
Okay. So I was confused.
Sorry.
I thought we were all on fire.
You are not actively on fire, and because it was like a stone stairwell, nothing around you like caught on fire either.
Okay. So I just learned this is a thing. Can I delay my turn until after Tavro goes because I can't see?
You can ready an action.
Okay.
So you have to come up with a trigger for that action to happen on.
Why can't she delay her turn?
Because delaying your turn isn't a thing. Readying an action is a thing.
Oh, you told me delaying it was a thing.
Something that we've done before.
I was gonna say, I've heard them do it before.
So you can choose on the first turn of combat to delay your initiative after an ally's. And then you are on that new initiative order.
I see. Okay. In that case, I would like to kind of move backwards a little bit, and ready an action to move forward into this like hallway and stuff once I am able. So can I like if I can feel somebody behind me, can I like switch with them?
Yeah, so Fawks is kind of like the next step up from where you are. You're able to kind of pull him forward and swap with him, assuming Fawks doesn't resist.
I do not.
Alright, so I'm just gonna do a quick little shuffle. As you and Fawks swatch places, as like you grab his wrist, and you just do like this. It's kind of a tight maneuver up the staircase, and you feel as the stairs, like even as you're doing this, are becoming like increasingly unsteady beneath your feet, but you're able to make it a few feet up the stairs, swapping places with him. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that is it.
Aldrich, I'm going to need a death saving throw as you were hit with the full blast of the fire.
Oh no!
After suffering a lightning bolt the previous round.
I'm looking for that on here. Where is it exactly? Can I find it? That?
If you
There...
open up, you see in the top left, like your face, there should be like a skull on it now, since you're at 0. Just click the skull on your character sheet, where your token is.
Come on, Aldrich. You can
Like
do
your
it.
portrait is.
Okay, so my portrait is just redded out. I don't see a skull on it for some reason.
Hover over it with your mouse.
That's what I'm doing. It's just... Okay, hold on. Let me see if I... Oh, it's just opening up the avatar. For some reason. Unless I'm doing something wrong.
It also, in the top left of your screen, you'll see a little bar that has like a bunch of things. It'll be like inventory, spells, features, things like that. The last one is utility, and under that you can also roll a death save if for whatever reason it's not popping up in your character sheet. Can you see it?
I'm trying to see what you're talking about when it says utility. I don't see that.
Do you see like a bar at the top left of your screen? It says your name, and then below it, it says like inventory, spells, features.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, yeah, thank you.
The last one there is utility. Hover over it, and then click death save where it shows up.
Thank you. Let's see, utility, roll initiative, rest, short rest, death save. There you go. Okay.
Fuck.
No!
Ah!
Alright. Tavro is going to start making his way down the stairs.
Downtown.
He starts making his way downtown. He's walking fast, and while Face is past, he is homebound.
Has
So he
Clara
is, like-
taken a long rest yet? Because for some reason, most of my spell slots. Did we take a long rest after the parade?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Then back.
So now you are all finally able to see. Tavro's like basically on top of Clara, but as he starts stumbling down, enough of the light is able to make its way through the staircase that you're now able to all clearly see. And as he steps onto the top of the stairs, you can feel the shifting stones below you again. I need someone to roll a D100.
Me.
You can feel the shifting of the stone below you, but the staircase does not yet collapse. That will bring us to Fawks. What would you like to do?
First off, get off there. Second off, where the
I'm behind you. Why is Tavro's on top of me?
Because I can only put so many things there, and that's where the light source is.
Can you move him where I was so I can target Clara?
Yeah. I don't know why he's not moving. Because I am on the light selector. There you go.
That's what I'm doing.
You have more than 6
I'm
people
targeting 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you need help with something?
For some reason, I was saying I had more than 6 people selected when I didn't.
You are all able to feel this wash of like divine energy crash over you as Fawks speaks like a celestial word into existence, and Aldrich, you gasp back awake, just barely saved from the clutches of death. Anything else, Fawks?
I am going to move a little more, and then I'm going to also stop targeting everyone. 10, 15. Can I do 20, 25, 30, and then prepare an action to use my Orzhov signet next time I see Myria?
Sure. Yeah, so you kind of like walk up against, and you're actually standing right in front of what looks to be a primed ballista, as well as a small, like, open great door with manacles shackled to the wall in it. That will lead us to Kai.
Alright, so that's 15 to get through Gideon. There's no one less than it says. And I can't really see anything, so I don't know if I should spend a... No, I'm going to spend another key point to step. Door.
Yeah, so you kind of just, like, throw open this door, and you see, like, a makeshift cot with a small latrine. And then stepping around the next corner, you see Myria as she is, like, you catch her as she's, like, sprinting away into this back room.
Lovely. Hello.
Hello there.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Shit. It was the blessed.
So, and that is... So,
something special happens on a crit with that dagger, right?
yep, I believe I get 5 temp hit points from that.
Equal to half the necrotic damage dealt, which was
Half necrotic.
5, so you'll get, it's always rounded up, so you get 3.
Sure, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, as
So,
she is running, not expecting any of you to be on her trail, and you just run and stab her right in the back of the neck.
second one, not...
It was not the blessed. That was just you.
That was blessed.
But then,
every time you hit,
aware
I
of
just said it
you,
was the blessed.
but then, like, now that she's aware of you, she's able to just barely dodge out of the second attack.
Then I just go, you're not getting out of this one this time.
Kai, you need to work on your one-lines.
I am not made for one-liners. I am meant for stabbing and punching.
You see, that's better.
He's not a bard in this campaign.
I'm not trying to. My charisma's a 9.
Oh, you're just in character.
All right. And that will bring us to Clara. What would you like to do?
How do I turn again?
Sorry, what?
How do I use the turn thing on this?
Just like click as you're going.
Ah. Oops. Clicked too many times. Okay. I think I can get here because it takes 5 extra to move through Gideon. Is that right?
That's correct.
Spot.
So that'll end up being 30 actual feet of movement.
Yep.
Wait, I thought couldn't goblins like squeeze through allies of a size bigger than them or something?
I don't know. Can they?
That might just be.
Do you even want to move another 5 feet?
Nope, never mind. That's the monster goblin. You're a player character goblin, so you're not allowed to have fun stuff.
Player characters are more thick than monster characters.
You're too much of a short stack.
Do I do it?
Do it.
Okay, I'm doing it. What kind do we want?
Chase after her.
Kind do we want? I do have Zach. How?
What?
It says I don't have any pieces of my cannon left.
It says you don't. It's because you didn't rest after you used it last time. Now you have a cannon.
Haha! Cannon!
Also, it looks like you never leveled up to 6.
Laura! I thought I did.
It still says level 5 on your character sheet.
Well, I gave myself all my 6th level stuff.
Okay, I guess you only get tool expertise at 6th level anyway.
Yeah.
You do get an extra infusion.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I needed another long rest last time I played. Cannon! My cannon there. Ah! Suddenly too many cannons. Okay, I would like to make a cannon.
You make the cannon.
I actually made multiple cannons.
You make one cannon.
I make one cannon. And then, as a bonus action, I would like to use said cannon.
Which type of cannon are you making?
The one I always do.
Protector, got it.
Yeah. Oh wait, I have to talk first.
Yeah, so it's everyone within 10 feet of the cannon. It is Shift T to get multiple people.
Yeah, I was getting there. It just takes a second. Ha!
Yeah, and you see as the cannon kind of just forms this protective glowing barrier around the two of you.
I would like to specify that this cannon has legs.
It does have legs.
Yeah. Some sexy legs.
It has long, slender legs that would make anyone jealous. Kai, you see as Myria turns around to you, and once again, as the wounds are sealing up on her body, she just you hear this guttural growl come out of her. Something that no human should be able to make, and it sounds far more like the wolf that you felled upstairs. And she is going to try and attack you with her Shadow Blade.
Not the Shadow Blade.
She misses with the first attack, but she's going to go in for a second.
Damn.
And you feel as she like you feel as she hits you with this thing, and instead of like slicing into you, you like almost you hear these piercing screams in your mind, and like you go to like grab your ears as these things are just overwhelming your brain, and you are filled with the painful cries of like thousands, and that is psychic damage.
Fun.
And then you see as she says, "Now, are you going to keep following? You'll just end up dead." And you see as she kind of like turns away and starts twisting away from you. Specifically, she disengages, so you are not able to get an attack of opportunity.
Sad.
And that will bring us to Gideon. What would you like to do?
Well, now that I can see, my action should have been triggered, but I guess there were people in front of me, so I guess that's fine. But I would like to move 30 feet. Go there. Didn't do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go kind of here. And then one more for good measure. But I still don't see Myria or where she went, so I'm gonna just stay here, but I'm gonna ready an attack that if she comes, if I see her in my line of vision, I'm gonna try and run after her. Or I'm gonna run towards her.
So a ready to action. So you're gonna ready an action for dash?
Oh, well, I guess I don't need to do that.
Well, she had her last ready to action should have triggered because she's able to see, so she should have been able to run down here already.
There were multiple people blocking her path.
Yeah, there were people in the way.
Which is why, like, yeah, she was able to see, but you can't just run through a bunch of people as a triggered action. If she had a way of getting there, yes.
I guess I'll just ready an action to attack if she comes within 5 feet of me.
Alright. Sorry, before we do that, remember, you can always dash as a bonus action if you would like to do that.
Oh. Can I do that then?
Yes. You're a rogue, that's just something you can do.
But that's always at the end of my turn, right?
No.
You can do that at any point in your turn. I'm just... I am currently remembering to remind you now.
Oh.
Fawks is gonna point down the hallway and say, "No, that one."
Okay, that way. So that was 15, and then this is another 15. Can I move past Kai or no?
It'll be an extra 5 feet of movement to move through an ally space.
Okay, I can't do that. So Kai, I'm with you. I don't have movement to get past you, so.
Alright. And you're still doing that readied action of within 5 feet stab?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Tavro has...
my turn.
Oh, sorry. Right, we went back to Gideon. Aldrich, what would you like to do?
So Aldrich wakes up and his eyes are like bloodshot after getting hit with that fireball, and he, like the crawl around him starts to gather around him and it does a cure wounds on him. Hold on. Press T. Hold on, press T to target. Yep. Okay. Does a cure wounds around him, and while that's happening, like his head is darting around as if he's looking for something or looking at something.
All right. Yeah, so, like, Clara and Fawks, you see as the crawl around him just starts swarming and spitting out these webs on him and using their pincers to basically, like, stitch up his wounds.
And after the crawl disappeared, Aldrich seems like he locks onto something and, like, starts to move. So let me make that movement. And I'll go here first. And when he rounds that corner of the edge, it seems like he actually kind of runs or climbs a little bit along the wall of the edge of the corner.
Bug man.
And continues. He should be right about here, and that's where he ends his turn. With still like bloodshot eyes to him, huffing and heaving.
Yeah, so like the crawler's still kind of swarming around you, like stitching you up and like applying like their saliva as like a salve to your burn wounds, as you're just like sprinting forward trying to catch up to Myria and the rest of the party. Tavro is going to let out an enraged moo. 20,
as the Tavro do.
One. And he is going to dash. He's not going to dash because even if he did... he's going to dash, but he's not quite able to make it past Kai and Gideon with the additional movement needed. But you do see, as he gets up there, he sees these stone doors in front of him, and he just thrusts them open. And so Aldrich and Fawks, you are just barely able to see as Myria is fumbling with the latch on a trapdoor.
Does that trigger my stored action?
Yes, you can see her. So before your turn starts, you can use your Orzhov amulet.
I'm just going to do the spell from my spell list without consuming.
Sure.
Damn it.
And as you shout after her with magic laced in your words, you see as she like seizes up for a second, but then shrugs it off and continues fumbling with the latch.
Does Tavro have his spear in hand?
Tavro does have spear in hand.
Oh boy, he can do another 21d6 damage. Woo!
Well, he's not raging anymore, and I will have to fix whatever I fucking did to make that happen.
Ouch.
Open the door instead of selecting. So first off, because screw any other spell, And then, since Kavro is the only one directly...
Wait. So, just because you are... The Orzhov Signet is still casting a leveled spell, even if you are doing it through the item.
That was my sword act from previous.
You're right. Never mind. Sorry.
So, Kavra, I'm going to give him the attack since he's the closest.
Alright, and you see as he moves, throws the spear, and it's no longer, like, crackling with electricity, so... Like, as it hits, instead of returning back to his hand, you see as the spear is now lodged inside of Myria's side. As she, like, kind of yelps in pain, with now this spear just sticking out of her.
Good. That, with my actual action this turn, I'll do... Sure.
Unfortunately, your firebolt just goes a bit astray, and it kind of like singes into her armor, but doesn't seem to penetrate at all.
Can I use my object interaction?
To do what?
Open the door?
You kind of push open that door, and you see yet another room with like a makeshift cot and a small like chamber pot. And you're realizing, none of you have been down in this basement before, but you're realizing it looks like there might have been, like this might have been a makeshift little prison with these being cells.
Alright, I'm gonna move up here then. That'll be the rest of my movement.
Alright, that brings us up to Kai. What would you like to do?
I have a feeling going around will be the same movement as just going through 3 people to get there, so going around. Oh, look who it is.
It's me, Myria. Yeah, that'll hit.
That was all of us. Yes. Okay. And because it says not killed, I do get 10 hit points from that because I reduced her to 0, right?
If it says reduced to 0 and not killed, then yes, you get 10 hit points. She is at 0.
Keep that case, I get hit point. So yes, there is that, and I am going to keep punching when she is down.
How did Clark so far behind everyone?
Oh, I have to retarget they're dead.
You do have advantage. You do have advantage. Just in case you crit.
Just roll the d. That's doing. Is it a 20? No, it doesn't matter.
I don't even think that would hit. Alright. Clara, what would you like to do? As you hear the commotion up above.
Clara's like, what the heck is going on over there, guys? And she's gonna zoom on over here. And
Kai punching an unconscious body floor.
You know what? She's okay with that because she saw what happened before. So she's gonna join you, Kai. And you're like, stay down! Oh.
I'm
No.
literally picturing, the end of Last Jedi when they are all weapons firing.
Yep. More!
You did have advantage if you want to roll again, Clara.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, god damn it.
Turns out unconscious creatures can't dodge very well.
You don't say.
Well, you're trying to go between two people through a doorway, so say it's that.
Well,
so
it was.
You're trying to thread the needle at this prone person that, so many people are surrounding and blocking. You're just not quite able to hit her. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to summon my can to 5, 10. God damn it. Too many buttons. Come on, Mr. Can. He's gonna come here. No. 5, 10, 15. He did it. Oh, good lord. 15. Nope, too much. Thank you. And then he's gonna beam his little beams.
Of you.
Oh no.
Mother.
Need to be Clara. Okay, now I need to also target. There we go. And we're gonna go skills? No. Features. Protector. Roll.
Yeah, it's real lag.
It's something.
Yeah, I'm sorry it's kind of laggy today. I'm not sure what's going on with the system. It might just be my internet. But yeah, so the cannon kind of just waddles up on its legs and then shoots out another little protective force field that encapsulates Clara and Aldrich. And then you all see as once again Myria, the wounds start healing and she just gasps awake. And you see as she's looking around in terror, turns back to the trap door, finally gets the latch open, and then you see as she dissolves into the shadows once more.
Is she casting a spell?
She is not. It is an ability.
What? I forgot that I am a main slayer. I could have applied that earlier, but I guess it doesn't fucking matter.
This woman just needs to fucking die.
Actually,
there's something we're not doing.
Never mind. She cannot do that right now. So she pushes open the you see as she pushes open the latch and then just kind of crawls in, and you see as she kind of stands up and then starts sprinting down, and she just jumps into this trapdoor. Kai, you can get an attack of opportunity as she's going for speed as opposed to disengaging.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that.
All right, well, we're pretty sure she gets 15 turns, so...
You're able to see as she, you stab her, but she kind of yelps, but she's able to dive down into this trap door, and you can kind of just see in the shadows as she gets down to the bottom, she's just sprinting away. She doesn't get super far because she had to use half her movement to stand up, but she is just running down. And you see as it opens up into this kind of dark cavern. What would you all like to do? Or, well, I guess, what would Gideon like to do?
How much would it take for me in terms of movement to go kind of here?
That would be 5, 10, 15. So to here would be 20 feet of movement.
Okay. I'll move there. That's 30. Go here. Here. She went down the trapdoor, right?
Yeah, I don't have an animation for it to be open, but the trapdoor is currently open and she jumped down it.
Hmm. Alright, so Gideon's kind of rushing in here, like with his sword, with his dagger ready to go stab. And as he just turns around, he looks around for her and only sees Kai. He goes, "What happened? Where did she go?"
Kai says, "Through the trap door."
I can't move any. Guess that's all I can.
All right. In that case, Aldrich, what would you like to do? As you're able to see her kind of like revive herself and then hurriedly jump down this passageway.
Aldrich looks pretty bug-eyed, and it's like his eyes darting and looking toward the hatchway. So
Is he
would-
becoming a full bug?
So he goes toward the hatch, goes in, and like when he goes in, if there's a rooftop, he's gonna be like crawling upside this upside the top of it. When he's
So
down the
it's
hatch.
it's like an open trap door. So there's
Oh, it's
no
just an open
roof.
trap goes straight down. Okay.
Yeah, it
I was
goes
saying,
straight
like,
down. There is like a rope ladder leading down, and it's about 20 feet down to the bottom of the ladder.
Excuse me? Are you saying Aldrich can crawl on the ceiling?
So he goes down.
Excuse me?
Watching walking normally, think you walking down vertically.
Yeah, he's literally walks wall and
Oh.
So Aldrich goes down after her. And using his full movement, where was I? I was right here, so I used 25 already. So I have 25 left.
Sorry, how much movement do you have at the bottom?
At 25 left over. If 25 just to get here, so how much was it to go down?
It's another 20 feet to go down.
So I have 5 left over.
All right, so you see that she's about 10 feet ahead of you as you get to the bottom and get ready to start chasing after her.
At that point, Aldrich is going to do something a little silly. Aldrich is going to cast. He's going to catch detect thoughts on her.
All right, that is a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
What type?
Sorry, let me.
I know there's nothing for you to target, so I'm sorry to make you do
a
little extra.
It showed up, and then what's it called? It's wisdom, and I X'd out before, but yeah, it's wisdom. So she has to do a wisdom save.
So she is going to make a wisdom save. And at the same time, I need you to give a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You see what I described to you earlier as with everybody else. You now see one come out of you, and you just hear like jarbled thoughts in your head, and then after a second it clicks and you just hear, "Oh, You're new.
Aldrich is not like paying attention to it too much, just because like he's like dead set, like kind of bloodthirsty toward Myria, but it's kind of like set aback toward hearing someone else. Like maybe he's thinking like it's Myria speaking to him.
It was definitely a deep male voice.
I mean, Myria was there growling or whatever earlier. So he doesn't know any
That's
better.
fair. I'm just letting you know what you heard.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Tavro is going to walk up towards like the trap door, and he's just going to look at the rest of you and go, "So, what do we do?"
Yes.
Jump.
And Fawks, that will bring us to you. As you see Aldrich kind of jump down the hatch, what would you like to do?
Away we go. Let's all keep running after her so she can fireball us all again. Is this one of the fighting game ball?
This is a SBEG. Small bad evil guy.
Oh.
Is this torch on the wall actually lit?
They aren't. Right now the light is coming from Tavro.
Can't look down and see anything?
You are able to see down kind of to the bottom of the trap door. It's pretty thin as it falls, so you can kind of just see you can see like the edge of the silhouette of Aldrich down there. But you see as like it seems to go out into a wider cavern. Aldrich, you are able to actually I think I can let me check a functionality real fast because I think I might be able to split you guys up across two maps.
Cool.
How did they go?
Yeah, I think there's a way to do it. I don't know how to do it off the top of my head. So, Aldrich, you're able to see, you're standing on like a wooden platform above a gaping cavern. And there are some torches actually burning down here. So, like, you're able to see, Fawks, the flickering of torchlight coming from below. And you just see that, like, Aldrich is standing on a wooden platform, but you're not really able to make much out of that, more than that, because the, like, hatch going down is very narrow.
How much movement would it be to go down?
It's 20 feet of movement to get down to the platform next to Aldrich. Any less and you'll be stuck, like, hanging on the rope ladder.
Alright, so then in that case, I'll have to use my action to dash to get down to the bottom.
Alright, so you are going down there?
Yeah.
Alright, let me put you next to Aldrich. And you are both now able to see Myria is down there. And she, you see as she's kind of like running, and she's grabbing on to a rope pulley system that is kind of spanning across this chasm. And do you have any bonus actions that you're doing?
How far away would you say she is?
She's 10 feet from you.
I would like to.
Ooh.
Conjure a spectral sword about 10 feet in front of her and have her attack the pulley system.
So you're gonna try and cut the pulley?
Yes.
Alright, make me an attack roll with the, like, spiritual blade that you just summoned. That will hit. Roll damage. If it is more than 5, you cut the line.
I have no idea what this formula is, so I'm just going to roll and see what it does.
Looks like more than 5 to me. So you conjure this kind of spectral sword right as she's getting ready to, like, let the pulley system go and zip across the chasm. You cut the line, and she kind of stumbles back down onto the platform for a second, looks at you, and then just goes, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Uh-oh!
Good.
That will bring us around to Kai, I believe.
Yeah. So, in the door, right?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
That's where Aldrich and Fawks went.
So, what was the pulley that you cut?
She was trying to escape
like
on her pulley.
Zip line kind of thing.
Yeah, so I'm going to jump in after her.
Alright.
I don't really have any way to go farther than that.
Yeah, I know you're all kind of getting loaded up here. I apologize for that.
No worries, Zach.
So, Kai, you are now going to be alighting on the platform kind of next to Aldrich as well. And you're running out of space to stand on this little platform right past where the ladder comes down. Like, you're getting to the last little bit where anybody else who comes down is gonna have to start moving through spaces to get there.
And is he right there as well?
Oh, wait. I figured out how to move you guys individually.
It's a me.
So I think Fawks, Kai, and Aldrich should now be loading in.
So, what do we think?
Push.
Just to let you know, Zach, it says no active encounter on the screen.
Justin, you sound like a cyborg.
Oh no.
I think I might have accidentally tied the encounter to the actual scene that it was on. That's fine. It's fine.
Well, anyways, am I allowed to... Can I move? I should have the movement still to go there, right? Through people.
You tell me how much movement you have left. It was 20 feet down the ladder.
Okay, yeah, I had like 50, or no, I only used like 20 to get there, 20 to go to, so I had 15 feet left.
Okay.
So, right there, and I'm going to attempt to grapple her.
Alright. As you attempt to grapple her, give me that strength check.
Which is what you do.
Are you strong?
I can try. Killing her's not doing anything, so...
And you try and wrap your arms around her, and you feel as she gets like this burst of inhuman strength and just pushes you off and is unable to be grappled by you.
So that die was totally on a 5. I know, it's just the graphic that Foundry showed, but still.
Yeah, no, that was a natural 18.
Lies.
Well, that was my action to attempt that, so I'm done.
All right. That will bring us to Clara. You see as the rest of your party is jumping down this like trapdoor through the ladder. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I want to move in because Fawks isn't here anymore to occupy this space.
Yeah, they're not actually there. Here, let me make them
So
invisible on the scene for you.
If I look down into this trap door, can I see all of them?
You're able
like, are
to
they like
see...
straight below me?
So Aldrich is straight below you. You can kind of... Sorry, Fawks is straight below you. You can make out the outline of Aldrich in front of him. Beyond that is... You can't really see.
Okay, so I can't, like, throw a firebolt at her from here.
You can't see her, so you cannot firebolt her. You can make a random firebolt down there.
Yeah, I'm not
you
to
do
end up hitting one of them.
Well, it also looks like the platform they're standing on looks like old rotting wood.
Ah, yes. Okay. Let's see. What are some options we got here? Oh, I got it. I just shatter the platform.
Hey, your
Great
choice. Their funeral.
What is Clara gonna do? See, I thought I could see them from where I am. You said there's a ladder going down?
Yes, it is a trapdoor with a rope ladder heading down.
Could Clara climb partially down the ladder and cast a spell?
Yes, one thing to note is if you are still on the ladder, no one else can move through your space while you're on the ladder.
Okay.
Just for reference, like, when your guys are walking around, you can scoot aside to let someone through your space. It's a little difficult. When you are the only person on a single-person ladder, no one can go through your space.
Okay. Well, Clara's gonna climb down the ladder 10 feet.
All right. In that case, I can bring you over to the scene now.
I don't think I have enough back.
The game's almost all here. Wow.
So you're kind of like on this wall, like holding on to the ladder, and it's like shaking. So you can try to cast a spell, but you are also holding onto this ladder. So I'm going to need you to give a sleight of hand check if you're going to try and cast the spell while also holding on and not falling.
Oh, she's gonna do it. Should I do the sleight of hand first?
Sleight of hand first.
You can do it, Clara.
If you fall, you're going to have disadvantage on the attack. You're able to hold on, like it's kind of hard, and you're just barely able to grab back onto the ladder. Like you kind of let go to send off this burst of fire, but then you grab back onto the ladder just in time. I assume you're doing firebolt.
Nope.
Oh, never mind. Not fire.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Oh.
See, and that was a 17.
Oh.
and you send out this just burst of chaotic energy, but it is like ricocheting around and it isn't able to connect. And you see as it kind of just goes wild for a few seconds, mixing elements, and then fizzles out.
Great. The one time Clara uses a level spell. Okay, well she's gonna climb the last, I think, only 5 feet of movement she had, and then drop on the platform.
Alright, so you're able to kind of drop next to Fawks, just on the edge of that platform. And so as you catch your footing, you're able to. Oh, why is?
Oh, also, I want my Eldritch move 15 feet closer.
All right, so you also move the cannon, as close to the. You said.
Well, it can only move 15 feet from where.
So you move it 15 feet closer as it just kind of waddles forward towards the.
Yes.
Thing.
On its little stubby leg.
It does have stubby little legs.
But yes, that is all.
And so now, as you're kind of surrounding Myria on this platform, the spectral blade next to her, Aldrich and Kai on both sides of her, she just looks at all of you and goes,
"You're not that smart now, are you?"
She goes,
"Sorry.
Maybe we can reach a deal. But first," and you see as she once again is able to fade into the shadows.
Yo.
Oh, good Lord.
You see as she pops up 30 feet that way, and then runs the 10 feet down those stairs, and then starts, like, making her way down this ramp. And then she goes, maybe we can make a deal. You don't have to die today.
Well, Mr. Deal Man.
Gideon, what would you like to do?
So as I've seen everybody else jump through this trap door,
how much weight can this thing hold?
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Just don't let Tom row down.
Well, I was gonna ask, you want the entire party to go in this one thing again? Gideon's not that heavy, so he'll be fine. So I'm gonna move. It's 10 feet for me to get to the trapdoor. And then I would like to open it and go down.
Yeah, so it's just like permanently opened right now. Like it's latched up, so you're able to go down. That is going to be 30 feet for you to get down onto the platform below, like total.
Okay.
So, I don't know how much your movement is, but 30 feet.
Well, my movement is 30, so I could make it almost all the way down. But then for that last 10,
no, you can make. He's at 30 total.
Sorry, it's 30 total. Like the 10 feet to the trapdoor and then 20 feet down the ladder. So you make it onto the platform with your base movement.
Yeah. Fine. As Myria is like running down like this staircase here, as I see her kind of like running about. So like it's hard.
So what are you doing, Katie?
I'm trying to get my thing This might be Myria. I'm trying to shoot an arrow at her.
Alright, so, yeah. There you go. Now roll damage. Yeah, so you see as you pull out your short bow and you let loose this arrow, and it's kind of a hard shot with her kind of running down this ramp directly below you, but you're able to kind of peek over the edge, lean over, and then loose this arrow, and it hits right in her shoulder. And you see as she's you kind of catch her off balance, and she struggles to catch her balance for a second before she continues running down. Actually, I don't need to pull you separately.
Did my damage display in the chat? It just says that I hit. It doesn't say what my damage was.
It says that you did 8 damage, and it did apply.
Oh, I don't know why it's not showing up in the chat, but that is all I want to do.
All right. Aldrich.
Okay.
As your turn starts, you hear that voice in your head again that goes, "Come upstairs."
What?
You just hear the voice, and it goes, "Come upstairs to the kitchen."
No. He wants to make a nice meal.
What would you like to do?
I'm trying to figure out how compelled he is to listen to this strange voice all of a sudden. How compelled would Aldrich be? Not very. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. We're all down here. How much movement does the ladder take?
The ladder takes 10 feet of movement. The one that you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one that's right here.
Yeah, that one takes 10 feet of movement to get down to the lower platform.
That would leave me at 40. Blah 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 blah. He's not that compelled to listen to the voice just because we've been chasing down this person who set him aflame and whatnot. First thing first is that he's going to move to 30.
That is more because you had to walk through both Fawks and Clara. So that's actually 40 feet of movement.
And then right here will be 50. Okay. Right here. Question, and it's like the what's it called? The staircase right here. The staircase that's right here. It's right against the wall, or no?
It is like right up. It is built into the wall.
It's built into the wall.
Like, you can kind of see it's the same as the platform where you're on, where like wooden stakes are coming out of the wall, and then boards are pressed down onto those to make like a ramp or a ladder or a platform. But it seems to be like it is built into the wall. It is a feature of the wall.
Gotcha. Wouldn't do that, right? Yeah, Aldrich would take the 40 and then make it right here. That's 50. And the tech dots is still activated, so he's beaming off the surface level dots off of Myria.
So do you still get the surface level thoughts even if they save?
Oh, she saved? Oh, okay, my bad. Could swear she didn't save. It's DC 15.
Her wisdom saving throw was 8. Oh, it was a 10. You're right. So you are able to read her thoughts. How? Let me read the spell real fast just to see what you get. Sorry.
No problem.
Read the thoughts of certain creatures. So you always get the surface level. If they fail, you're able to. If they fail, you're able to get more information. So because they did fail, you're able to get deeper information, and you can kind of hear like her mental state mixing with the voice telling you to come up to the kitchen.
Mm.
And you just hear she goes, all right, just gotta get down the next platform, and then I can make it to the drow hideout. They can't trace me there. So you're able to kind of hear that. That's like the thought that's running through her head.
Gotcha. And since Detect Us was the spell that was cast like last turn, Aldrich is gonna use this time to cast Infestation on her once more.
All right.
Or should he cast Web? Ooh, Web makes her stay still. The station makes her do other stuff. Sorry.
Get your white sticky stuff all over her.
Yeah, Web breaks concentration though. Yeah.
So the detect thoughts would end, but you would be able to web her.
I would stop her. Decisions. It seemed like everyone wanted to kill her.
Yeah, you don't.
Web it is.
That's
what
a
happens
big
when
web.
someone is webbed? Justin?
Sorry?
What happens when someone is webbed because she failed?
Oh, she is restrained. Okay, so each creature that starts its turn in the web or that enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. And then if they are restrained, you can figure it out as soon as we see, oh, she fails. She's restrained.
Yeah, she's restrained. And so you see as like the crawl kind of fly down, surround her, and start spitting out this like sticky web from around them, and they bind her up against the wall, caught up in this web, and you see as she's struggling against it but is unable to move.
Are you telling me Aldrich didn't just ejaculate everywhere and that's what came out?
No, he made all of his bugs ejaculate everywhere.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Like the web is kind of like going along the wall and the what's called the staircase and whatnot.
All right. Yeah, so it's like completely coated around there, and she is completely restrained.
Yep. And as wow, that is Aldrich's turn.
All right. It takes Tavro 10 feet of movement to get to the trapdoor, and then an additional 20 feet to the platform.
Oh no.
So you just see as Tavro like looks down, sees the rope ladder, and then just jumps onto the platform. And you kind of feel everything like shake beneath you, but it does hold. And he just goes, "Let me at her." He is not going to rage. He has an intelligence of 9. That's smart enough to know that he would fall off. And he's just like, so that's his full movement, and then he is going to actually dash as an action, and it takes almost all of his movement to get up here. And because this is higher, Like, this part isn't actually in the web because it's high enough, but everything just below that platform is. And then that will bring us to Fawks. What would you like to do? As Myria calls out for an agreement and then gets webbed by Aldrich.
Mr. Agreement.
I am going to use a bonus action once again. I can do that. Command.
She gets an 11, failing the save. What are you commanding?
I'm going to tell her, look, and point at my eye.
And she just starts... You're at kind of a weird angle because you're standing above her and, like, the thing is right beneath. So you kind of, like, push your head over the edge of the platform and look down at her. And as you lace your words with magic, saying, like, telling her to look at you, she, like, wrenches her head upwards, still struggling against the web, and is staring straight into your eyes.
So yeah, that.
Is that a bonus action?
Because I have the order domain thing, I can cast command as it's an enchantment spell.
Right, you can make an enchantment spell a bonus action. Is it fails by more than 5 or fails by 5 or more?
Fails. Blah, 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 where if the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the creature is instantly petrified.
You see as she looks up into your eyes and immediately stops struggling as the, like, skin on her, you see as it, like, quickly petrifies into stone, and she starts screaming as the rest of her body petrifies, and she is stuck, a statue pressed against this wall. We can now leave combat order. I don't care how much regeneration you have. If you are now a statue, you don't get to use it. So, what would you all like to do? As in this secret passageway under the safehouse, you now have captured the assassin and petrified her, webbed up against this wall.
Push her into the void!
No, we are not letting this out of our sight right now.
But if you push it into the void, it'll crack into a million pieces and die.
You don't know what's at the bottom of that void.
As I'm a drow, cast greater restoration on it.
We are keeping this thing with us.
We're gonna carry around a freaking statue?
At least to Minkus.
We have a cow.
Minkus is very much dead.
We don't know that. His mouth was definitely moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and after a few seconds, Aldrich, you once again hear the voice, "Come to the kitchen. We have much to discuss."
Aldrich stares down at Myra and clearly frustrated about the not reaching the person that he was, like, gunning down the entire time. Just, like, kind of like leaves his head and starts climbing upstairs, like not minding or looking at anyone that was there. Then he starts to climb up the ladder.
Well, I don't know what you guys are gonna do with her, but I sure can't move her, so good luck.
Yeah, so, Justin, are you dropping the web on her?
No.
Okay, so, yeah, she's still just webbed against this wall.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, she's what's it called? She's
Stone.
Petrified. Yeah, so yeah, drop the web.
Okay, yeah. So you drop the web, allowing for easier movement around there. And you see as she kind of, like, disconnects from the wall and then just falls onto the platform.
I would like to take Helm and start carrying this up.
Yeah, none of us know what the hell's on the other side of that because we didn't hear that thought.
I just think he's going to tend his wound and to not place that chasm.
Not place that as a chasm. That is a good word.
Yeah, so you're gonna try and lift. It's gonna take a little bit of help to get her up this thin ladder because it's very unwieldy to move a full human statue. And this is a tight wooden ladder.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Tavro. Is there free rope around?
If any of you have rope. There is free rope. It's currently hanging from a pulley on the other side of the chasm.
Hey, Clara, can you do the graspy handy? Or is that too far?
Well, it's still connected on the other side. It's just hanging there.
And, I mean...
Also, to answer your question, Aldrich, yes, there is still one coming for each that I said earlier.
Wait, so it's coming from upstairs?
Yeah, all upstairs.
Okay, as he's climbing up, not minding anyone.
I use my spectral blade, which is still up, I believe, to go over on this side and cut that rope.
Alright, yeah, so it cuts the rope, and as it begins to fall, how are you planning to cut? Oh, sorry, yes. That is not a pulley rope. Yeah, you are able to cut that, no problem, and now it's just hanging kind of limp on this side.
Yeah, then I'm going to grab it, and then once it gets cut on side iron, get that free.
Sure. You now have about 60 feet of cut rope.
So I'm going to use that to wrap around, and then have me and Tavro push her up and pull from above, I suppose.
Yeah, you're able to make kind of like a rope harness, and with Tavro helping you, you're able to distribute enough weight that you're able to get her up to the next platform. It's going to be pretty difficult on the rope ladder, but she's at least on the top platform now.
Just tie her onto Tavro's back like a backpack.
Oh yes, easy.
Well, you know how C-3PO is in Return of the Jedi?
Mm-hmm.
Just break all of her limbs and put her in a backpack, and Tavro carries her.
It's simple. We just need a hand.
Who needs a hammer when you have magical fists?
Ah yes, Tavro, begin.
Excuse you.
He's more magic.
Could I request that this is a stop point?
This would be a pretty good place to stop the session. So the first thing that y'all have to figure out next session is getting Myria's statue up the rope ladder as you all head back up.
Clara would like to think, or she does think, that Aldrich's kind of a weirdo. So she would like to follow him, because she's no help with the statue. But that's where we can begin.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
You do.
Zach.
Bye.
I was going to take her back. Our friend. See her.
That is fair.
What?
Cool. Are they all left?
Oh, I thought one of them said my name.
Nah, was not.
All right. Well,
Oh,
good job. Good session.
good session, my guy. Thank you for being an awesome DM.
Thank you for being a good player.
Ooh, I'm still trying to figure out what to do with Algae because I was thinking like the dice were not in my favor.
I mean, that just happens sometimes. That's not a
Yeah.
character thing.
Oh no, you're
everybody
right.
has their good sessions and their bad sessions. That has nothing to do with your character. It's just how you want your character to respond to success or failure.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what he does to certain things, and also trying to figure out a way to like have him like almost organically know his like figure out his different abilities. So it's like weed out different abilities from him slowly, so that I can actually just play him and use everything when needed. But yeah, I think it was pretty good. Like now, Altric knows he could do what's called um blanking out detect thoughts, I guess. Hello?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
thought
you now know detect thoughts. Like Aldrich is aware that he's able to use it, although even though it succeeded, it did have a bit of an unintended consequence on this one.
yeah. So now he's learning more about himself, and I can't wait for him to learn more.
But yeah, so you noticed a few things. So basically how this was working, they all joined and wouldn't let me just tell you at the beginning, but you noticed kind of as soon as you guys all stepped into the safe house last session, every party member other than you had a like psychic purple wisp coming out of their heads and heading back
Right.
towards the area that Myria first came out from, and she also had one of those psychic wisps. When you cast Detect Thoughts, one also appeared from you. No one else seems aware of this fact.
Interesting. Wonder why one came. That's interesting right there. At first, I'm like, oh, if it was always there, I would explain it, but one appeared. Well, there's a mystery for Aldrich to figure out.
That is all this campaign is about. Just how many mysteries can I throw at you guys, and which ones do you stick to, and which ones do you not really care about, so I just don't put effort into.
Which ones fall to the wayside? I see.
And I still develop most of them just for my own interest, but yeah, if you guys don't take an interest, they stop coming up in game.
I get that. I'm so sad. I thought we had 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes of game time. No.
We usually end around 9:30 Eastern.
Gotcha.
Because everybody has to drive home when they're playing in person.
Oh yeah, I get that. Completely get that. And people are working the next.
Yeah.
Understandable. It's just like, ooh, what's upstairs? I'm like, oh, yeah. Find out next week. It's like a actual like cliffhanger.
Yeah. There's always so many things going on that no matter where we end, you're either mid-combat or on a cliffhanger. So
well.
All right. Well, thanks. I think I'm going to hop as well, but let me know if you had any questions or anything that you want that Aldrich might want to know before the next session starts.
Pretty much is he's cool. He is all right.